With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They go play action. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, You haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, this is Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Cousins from the gun on third. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Carson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Check, 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 check. Why, get one.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Vikings.
Play action now. Cousins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First down, here's Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Cousins now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Run left, run left.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
14.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Throwing is Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll run with Madison. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Wilson to throw again. Gets it to Gordon. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
You got it, son.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Another carry now for Madison, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Going to run with Madison again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 5, 1:04 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Here we go again.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Check 43. Touch 50.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the